You know what your problem is. And because you don't take good care of your stress levels, you're not able to solve any problems. And let's face it, in the end, being successful or being unsuccessful just comes down to how many problems you can solve. What I really hate that people come and they say, oh no, you need to take care of your emotions, and only if your emotions are fixed, then you can take care of the things around you. These spiritual people, they say, all the challenges in your life are a symptom of you having desires. Like desires are something that are evil and you shouldn't have. It's so backward, it doesn't make any sense. And while I was studying psychology, I found this excellent model to really deal with stress effectively, solve your problems in a good way, which I have been applying ever since. So if you're frustrated enough that you can't solve any of your problems, or you are constantly in your own way trying to feel better, but in the end just nothing gets done, you're at the right place. In the end, how you deal with your problems is called your coping style. And it's often associated with something bad, such a cope. But scientifically, there's actually a good way to cope with things and a bad way to cope with things. More specifically, there are 4 ways to deal with stress and to solve your problems, yes and no. So the first one is the most effective one. You look at the problem and you think, what can I do about it? So if you don't have any purpose, you fill in an interest questionnaire. You ask a friend what you're good at. You make a plan to test whether or not the thing that you think you like is something for you. Or if you're lonely, you try to reach out to people to make some plans, to have dinner, to have a good time. Instead of saying, oh, this loneliness should go away by itself. I'm a bad person to feel this loneliness. No, you're a social animal. You belong with people. Solving, planning, deciding, confronting, and applying. If you're doing something like this, you're on a good path. So detaching is basically putting yourself more far away from the problem and think about it. To reflect on it, to place it in perspective, to order your thoughts, and can be good for a short bit before you commit to action. In the end, there's a really thin line between being detached and being emotional, where you catastrophize, you blame yourself, you spiral, and your energy will become just more dense and you feel bad and bad. Rumination, thinking too much. And because they are so close to each other, it is actually very tricky. Reflection or rumination. This week, a guy, without looking, jammed his bike against me. And I said something to it. Hey, maybe you can look out a little bit. For which he got really, really angry at me. I de-escalated the situation, moved away. And after, my thoughts were racing. I think of what an idiot he is. I think what I could have done differently to prevent the situation. Should I have said it? Should I have confronted him? Could it have turned into a fight if I didn't watch out? And I had these thoughts for maybe 3 to 5 minutes. And then I understood the situation. Old me would think about it for an hour, 2 hours, maybe the next day, another day, to try to reduce this tension, this fear, this angriness, this insecurity. But that's not reflection anymore. That's rumination. There isn't any added benefit of thinking about it longer. Actually, in this situation, detaching, reflecting, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Enough. There's nothing I can do about it. So I stopped feeding it, stopped ruminating it. The thoughts disappear, but also the feeling disappears. So the last one, avoiding, distracting yourself, withdrawing, procrastination, escapism, gaming, scrolling, drinking, whatever. Human does it to some degree. But your life will get better and better when you stop avoiding things and just think in every situation, what can I do about it? So if your stress levels are too high, if you aren't taking care of the problems that you really care about, look at yourself. How are you dealing with the problems? And really understand that thinking more about problems doesn't make your situation better. Avoiding your problems doesn't make them better. It's not that you're not thinking enough about your problems. It's too much. Start with focusing on what you can do. Try to solve as many problems as possible in your life simple, effective, but it will test your determination. But if you do, your life will get better, better, and better. If you like more of these personal development videos rooted in psychology, click here for more value.